subscribe to our channel.
We'll sing you this paddle song. This comes from the House of the Hokule'a. Whoa, oh, yeah, hey, yo, oh, yeah, hey, yo, oh, hey, yeah, yo, oh, hey, yo, oh, oh. Hokule'a kahana maila, mahalo e na kua, mahalo e na kukunala ea, mahalo me ke alohala, mahalo me ke alohala, mahalo.
Aloha, my name is Lucy.
Yeah, we are voyagers. We're crew members with the Hokule'a, with the Polynesian Voyaging Society. Mahalo for joining us today. We're just gonna do like a really brief history. There's a lot we could talk about, but because of the time, we can only do so much. So Hokule'a, I always say Hokule'a.
Hokule'a.
Yeah, Hokule'a is the name of our vessel right here, of our va'a. Can you guys say va'a?
Va'a.
Yeah, va'a in Hawaiian is canoe. And so our va'a kaulua, can you ever say kaulua?
Kaulua.
Kaulua means two or double hulled canoe. So this is a deep sea voyaging canoe. And so this canoe has traveled over about 200,000 miles over its 48 years. And so the voyage that we're on right now is Moana. Let me say Moana.
Moana.
Nui Akea. So Moana Nui Akea is the name of this particular voyage that we're on. and the whole idea of it is to navigate the Pacific Rim. That's the name that we've given the name of this voyage because Moana being deep sea or ocean, Nui meaning big, and Akea meaning expanse, kind of talking about that story of how we've interconnected in this Pacific Rim. And so Moana Nui Akea being that idea of that story of that us around the Pacific Rim.
Where did you start?
We started this voyage in Alaska. And so the reason why
In June.
In June. Yeah, in June. Thank you. And then we started the voyage in Alaska because we wanted to honor the relationship between us and the indigenous people up there in Alaska. Because they were the ones that actually gave us spruce logs to build our other voyaging canoe, Hawaiiloa. And so really the idea of this canoe, really from the beginning of its journey, was to prove that Pacific Islanders could navigate from point A to point B. There are many academic people that were saying that we accidentally found these islands and it was drifted.
If you have any questions, fire away. All right, so I'm Nikki, that's Kelly. So back here, there's a couple things we can point out for you guys. So here, the main steering paddle, Hokule'a, okay? And then we have our side ones over here. We don't use as often. Actually, when we're out at sea, we don't use the paddle as often because we are mainly powered by the sails. But when we do, you know, when we're in port, we can use it like a tiller, the main one, move it side to side. You can also row it a little bit. That's what we had to do when we're coming to dock. The side paddles, primary downwind, they work more like dagger boards, so we can actually lower one paddle at a time to help, you know, take alleviate some of the stress off the main paddle. Kelly does a lot of cooking, and so
so you're standing right where our galley is, our kitchen. We have a 2-burner stove. It uses propane. We can cook everything you can make in a regular kitchen. We even bake cakes or stovetop cakes. We provision our food for long voyages, and we store all our food and water down below in the holes below where we sleep. Other things that happen back here is further back on the 2 sides of Nikki is where we do our dishes, we do our laundry, we shower, and we also, that's where we go to use the restroom.
How many people are on the boat?
It varies each leg. So this is coastal, and we have 10 berthing areas, so 5 on each side. So we have 10 right now. Long voyages, 10 to 12. Coastal, sometimes we can take 40 though. It depends if the distance, the time of the leg. But yeah, like getting back to the bathroom. So anytime we're stepping outside these rails, we have a safety harness. There's one over here on top, over here, those red ones. So those will self-inflate in case we don't fall over. 75-90% of the amount of boards that we had in the history of voyaging happened back here, in the bathroom area. So we have our harnesses. We go outside the rail. Okay, then we have these planks on the side, the catwalk. We step out for women, you know, it's a little complicated, but whatever works, you know, everybody does it differently. Clip in something solid, like so the extension posts are standing. I always wrap my arm around the canoe too. One hand for yourself, one hand for the canoe. These things are not fail proof. It has actually failed on one person who actually clipped in. He was doing everything he was told to do. He told somebody else that he was going to the bathroom. He hung up the side and the carabiner broke, and then he fell in the water. And yeah, he was drifted away. And it happened to him twice, especially at nighttime or our watch. We operate in watches, so we have our harnesses on. So typically we do, depending on the captain, he makes a watch assignment. We operate 3 watches, 4 hours each. We all have our own, and besides being a crew member, we have our own responsibility jobs. She does a lot of cooking, she does all the quartermastering, sometimes she's a navigator. All of the above.
Do you navigate with the stars? Is that how you do it?
Mm-hmm. Yep. In the northern waters, like Alaska, it's a little tricky.
Stars in a different place.
Yeah. You know, the sky is very lit, you know, most of the day in the summer. But, you know, when we are close to land, like here, okay, the lands are there, you know, that's why we don't need to use the stars as much. We simply go to the community village and ask where we are. Okay, that's how we also navigate. So that's why we navigate.
No electronics.
No. Oh, well, we have the electronics we have on board are for safety. So we do have like the little running lights. We have the radio. We have a media specialist who does a lot of the videoing. We do live video calls with the classes that's back at home, and then yes, there's a GPS on board.
Just wondering, yeah.
But when we're out there in the open ocean, someone is asked to do the navigation. We have a lead navigator, we have princess navigators, and everybody that's on the crew does practice has a little bit of knowledge. And so whether they're beginner or experienced or they're master, so on our watches, yeah, we want to support each other. So we also steer by the stars. So we call it the Lehulu. So the Lehulu is like our wind indicator. So like telltale. So
Telltale.
Oh, yep. So
It's a beautiful telltale.
yeah.
Don't forget to like and subscribe.